Oh man, I reiterated it. Oh, let's see if I can get this done today. Got some white. Grab a mitten here. Might need mittens. It's getting chilly. Jeez. Gotta move my mouse out of the way. I think I'll turn my heater just a little bit. There we go. Can't see if anybody's even talking to me. My nose itches. Anyway. I don't know if anybody's here yet because I don't have my phone turned on yet. I'm slacking today. Probably going to end up. Here we go. All right. I am here. I'm here. So I'm going to get some paintings ready to go. Get them out there and finally list them for sale. Been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And I figured, you know what? I better stop putting it off because pretty soon I'm gonna wish I didn't. So this painting, after looking at it, I decided that it is terribly blue, and my tree is terribly white. I need to put some shadows in these trees. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of the phthalo blue and a little bit of the English ivy, which is a nice dark color, dark green. Yeah, I'll squirt this just a little bit. And you guys, I am actually going to show, for anybody that happens to show up today and wants to hang out for a little bit, I've got a few paintings I have to tweak, but I'm going to show all the paintings in a little bit that I am going to put up for sale. So anyone that's hanging out will actually get to see firsthand what's going to be put up there. And I'll put them in order. I probably should list what video they're from, but I'll probably do that when I send them out, if anybody buys them. Otherwise, I'm going to take all year trying to figure out which everything is. And probably in a couple of days, once I get it drawn up, I'm going to paint a Twinkie. Get picked that on a lot because I like Twinkies. I like one kind of Twinkie. Let's face it, pumpkin Twinkies are like amazing. People don't like them. I think that I'm killing myself with that much sugar. I'm not. My blood sugar level is low 90s all the time. I tested. Let's see if we can get these trees to feel a little better about themselves. Do you feel better, Mr. Tree? And it's okay to go back and work on paintings, once you paint them. It's really okay. They like it sometimes, actually. Because everything dries and you get a chance to look at it and you go, wait, that's just not quite what I was looking for. You learn some new techniques and something you didn't know before. You can go back and say, well, if I add that style here, maybe this painting will look a little different. I'm thinking those trees already look a little better. They were kind of really, really super, super white. So get that done. And I'm thinking I might want to do a little something with this here white on the bottom. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm sorry about that. I did an oxygen treatment yesterday, and my lungs are working today. Not to choke a horse. I might have to switch up my paint here. But let's see, we got some nice something right here, maybe. It's blue. Got it too close to the green I was working on, and too close to the phthalo blue that was right next to it, and I bumped it. So let's see, we got a little snow going right there. So let's put a little something. We know that tree's going to be up on a little bit of a bank, give or take. So let's add a little something right here. So let's get that blue out of there so it's not so crazy. Just train our paint to do what we want it to do here. And we know we want a little bit of more blue right there, white right here, blue. Just put a little more blue where you want to take the blue out, Bruce. And we'll make a hill right there. So we'll go ahead and add a little bit right here. You don't have to get carried away with it. You just want to give the snow some purpose and some, snow's not going to land in a straight line all the time. And I think we're looking a lot better anyway. Lots better. So we're going to get some phthalo blue. Maybe we'll get some phthalo blue. Maybe we won't. And I'm going to put some dark phthalo blue right here. Go ahead and get that in there. Wipe our brush. Rinse it just a little bit of rinse just to get a little paint off it. Make sure we flatten her out. Don't be afraid of your fingers. This stuff washes. Let's go ahead and kind of whitewash that just a little bit with the wet tip of our brush. Get that. It's okay to go out a little bit. Get a little dark under there. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? Nice to see you. Just repairing up. You're really late. I've already painted this whole painting. Yeah, I'm actually just only filming because a lot of these paintings were done on here, and I want people to see the couple steps to repair them, that I'm taking, because some of them I'm getting ready to sell them, and some of them aren't quite up to what I want. So we'll just fix a little bit of them. I haven't painted anything. No, I just fixed it. I think that one's pretty good. I'm okay with this one. Um, yeah, I'm okay with that one. That one's much better. The white, they're much whiter. The shadows on the trees are better. So that's number one. Let's call that painting number one. Not terrible. A little crooked for you guys, but it's not terrible painting. That one's okay. We'll give that one a. Ooh, let's find a home for it now. Um, where it will dry. We'll let that one dry. And I mean, we can paint something new if you guys want. It's up to you, or we could just keep seeing all these beautiful old paintings, which is probably what we're gonna do. Because I gotta get this done. All right, this one's a little more intense. This one, my note says tree colors. They kind of just almost blend. I mean, dark's okay because it's almost dark. It's almost nighttime. But I'm kind of losing. I need some sap green though. That is not sap green. I'm almost kind of losing what's going on over there. You know. So let's grab my brush that I did those with. That's the other thing, is remembering what brushes you use to do paintings. Because somebody convinced me that I should use more than one brush once in a while, and I started doing that, and now I messed myself all up. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this tree, I like it, but there's no definition between the background and the foreground. It kind of just almost blends itself in there. So even though it's nighttime, well, I hope this is the right brush I used, and I hope I don't go overboard. And let's go ahead and add just a little bit here and there. Just a little bit. Now this is a really soft, kind of super long, well, not super long, but pretty long brush. Very flexible, great for watercolors. Not something to write home about if you're going to try doing an acrylic painting with it, but I find that this brush actually makes these really nice branches. So let's add just a touch of yellow to our green. I don't want to go too crazy. Not too crazy here. We're going to add just a little bit of blue-green to it. Wish me luck. We'll see what happens. Most I'm going to have to do is kind of rebuild a little bit. I think that brings it a little bit more alive, a little bit. Says, yeah, hi, I'm a tree. Look at me. Maybe we'll just add a couple of maybe just a touch darker on this one, just a little bit. I don't want to go too carried away. So, Chrissy, how'd you like my still life photograph? I enjoyed it. It was great after the fact. For anyone out there that doesn't follow me on Facebook and know what I'm talking about, you all know probably that I like Twinkies. Um, I took some still life photographs of Twinkies and posted them on Chrissy's page. And actually, they were taken for a reason, Chrissy. Last night I was watching Ian Jackson paint a watercolor with Diana, and everybody there was talking about food and stuff. And of course, I mentioned Twinkies, and they were all like, "Oh, you should paint Twinkies." I said, "Well, I can produce some pictures of Twinkies. I take photographs. Why not?" And they decided that they want him to paint a Twinkie in watercolor. And that I'm excited about. I would love to, I mean, that man's what an artist. Um, I would love to see him, what he can do, turning a basic still life that I did, and let's face it, to be honest, um, into a watercolor painting, and something as simple as a Twinkie, you know? I think it's going to be totally cool. Um, completely off the wall. But I didn't realize that he was such an amazing watercolor artist. I mean, I knew he was an artist, but just unbelievable talented as far as watercolors. He wants me to try a couple. I'm a little bit scared because I don't do watercolors. Um, as you know, I mean, I have some, and I do them occasionally for myself. But oh, he lives near you. Cool. Um, but he sent me some pictures that I can work on to paint, and we're gonna give probably not. Yeah, maybe I'll do it next week. I'm actually gonna take my version of a painting and paint it on the watercolor paper that I use, which is the 140. Um, and I'm going to turn it into using a wash technique, a wet acrylic, using it as a watercolor. So I'm going to do basically acrylic watercolor, and we'll see what happens. We're going to try to make the layers look very similar to watercolor layers. It's going to be a trip, that's for sure. Not something I've ever done, so it's again, outside that comfort level we all need to get out of sometimes. So this rock, I wanted moss on it, and I needed some rock color, but it kind of looks like a green. It actually looks like a farmer's. pile that he shoveled out of the barn, to be honest with you. Um, I'm being truthful. You gotta admit, it does look a bit on the compost pile. Let's call it a compost pile. That's a nice way of saying dung heap. Um, but let's see if we can fix it. Excuse me for a second, guys. Now, I'll keep it kind of dark, but I want to get some shades in it. I didn't really want to go with straight up gray, so I added a touch of a little bit of a alizarin crimson in my. Oh, what are you doing? In my paint, and I just touched the corner in black just a tiny bit with a little green in it. So let's see if we can make this thing look a bit more like a rock. Definitely don't want any hard edges on it. Can you hear me okay, Chrissy? I got my heater blasting away over there in my furnace, and it's, I think it's 16 degrees Fahrenheit today here. So I kind of need a little bit of heat. I actually got a heater right here underneath my desk too. Our little radiant heater. Let's go ahead and put that right there. So are you working on a surprise, Chrissy, or are you working on a personal painting, which we all do? Because believe it or not, you guys don't see it all. If you want, I could share one with you, seeing that you're. If you ever want to see some of the stuff that I have here, I have some that I don't post online, and I don't have I got some great subscribers here, but I'm not like into the thousands like the people that see me on Facebook. I'll show them to you sometime if you'd like to see them. Let's get a little bit of dark in there. A little darker here. Yeah, most of the watercolors I do are all personal ones. That was something my grandmother used to do with, and I do those just to remember her, pay homage to her, I guess. So I keep them to myself pretty much. But let's see, get that one like that, right there. Maybe a little something right there. I think it's looking better like a rock, I think. I'll look in the monitor in a minute here. It's easier for me to look in my monitor and see. So I look more like a little bit. There's a little bit too much right here. Maybe a little bit right there. I need to add just a dark right there. Whenever you're painting a rock, just kind of think about what the rock is, where it's sitting, and what it's, let's face it, what it's kind of thinking. was pushed there by giant ice, or pushed up from the ground. How did it end up laying? Did it lay its belly facing the sun like a cat would do? That piece of paper, I'm sorry. This paper says tree colors and rock colors. It's, sorry, I totally forgot to set it there. What that is that's each one of my paintings on the back of them tells me, in my personal opinion, what I think I messed up on. So that's just a kind of a way for me to pay attention to what I'm doing. So let's grab the little brush. Yeah, note to self, only mess them up once, please, and try not to do it twice. Which, let's face it, is pretty rare. Boy, they on Artfully Yours, boy, they went off about the whole new YouTube thing, and they all have very definite opinions on the new rules and regulations of YouTube, and I don't know. I've got no problem with the child safety stuff. That part's very understandable. I got no qualms about that. If it keeps kids safe, then I'm all for it, But wish I didn't have to have so many hours and so many subscribers, and I don't know how I'm ever going to reach the amount of hours that they want me to produce in 1 year. It's just people watching, I guess, is a big thing. But I'll paint, and if people come, they come. If I paint it, they will come. And I will share. And you guys can come and relax and converse with each other and just have a nice quiet time and have a cup of coffee or tea and say, what is that crazy dude doing today? Why is he painting that stuff on that piece of paper? Shouldn't he be doing still lifes or something? Or stuff that people know what it is? No, that's not me. Anyway, I like that little bit of greenery. I try to be extremely relaxing. I went off the other day, and I would love to apologize to everybody for that. Just before I came on, I got a note from my doctor saying that more stuff had to be done, and I just went off the deep end because I thought we were done with it all, But that's life, I guess. But I was just wound up, and then when I found out that Anthony took his time to paint that beautiful covered bridge. It's his time. It's his time to do with it what he wants with it. And he takes the time to come and visit with us and paint and help us out. And somebody had the nerve to tell him his interpretation was the wrong color. I just lost it, I shouldn't have, though. I should have been in a much calmer Zen state like I usually try to be. Just didn't get it, I guess. Anyway, I wonder if I should add a little bit more white to that pole a little farther in. Maybe just a little bit farther in. I don't want it to look like it just kind of plopped there. I think I made those too white. I'm pretty sure I feel that way. Let's see, what color do we want to turn those? Let's add a little red to them. Let's add a little bit of red to them. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's art, people. It's open to interpretation. It's his vision of what he sees. It's my vision. It's Chrissy's vision. It's what we see in that piece. I mean, I'm a photographer. I take thousands upon thousands. I took, because I had got a new camera, I took 22,000 photographs last year. Yeah, it's just a couple. Because even with my cameras, I load them. I load them into a system that I can see right on my phone. But, that's not interpretation. That's me taking a photograph and you seeing what I saw through my eyes. That's completely different than somebody painting a picture. I'm wondering, I don't want to put any white on these because they're behind us. I mean, even though it's getting closer to dark, there's a little bit of light right here. So I don't think I want, I want all of them. Basically, so that says reflection, 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 reflection. Not going to be any reflection behind these two trees. So, I wonder if I should put just a little tiny bit of bright right on top of that. A little bit more bright. A little bit more bright. A little brighter. Jeez, Bruce. Have a nap. I don't know. I'll have to think about it for a minute and then I'll come back to it. But we had some great conversations last night while he was painting. It was interesting. It was raw on the floor. Diana was trying to describe the connection between Canada and New York. She couldn't understand where buffalo chicken wings came from. Why they named them buffalo chicken wings. It's because they were invented in Buffalo, but that might be too bright right there, but we'll go ahead and darken up after we put a little bit of something right here. Because that's behind that rock, but Ian thought Vermont was in Canada. I'm not Canadian. Oh wait, come to think of it, I think you said that to me once too. I'm not Canadian. I know, I live really close to the border. Canada has universal health care. We do not. I'm disabled and I receive a disability, but I still have to pay a percentage of my health care. Figure that one out. We're going to give you X amount of dollars to survive for the rest of your life. By the way, it's not enough to make your payments, even though you've been working since you were 10 years old. But we're going to charge you so we can give you health care. Even though for the last 20 years you've had private health care, that's no longer available to you. I'm sorry. Whoops. Okay, back off. Back to painting pretty paintings. Is that a little dark down there? What do you think? We should put a little dark in here. We should get a little dark in there. It's just because it's way down that rock. Yeah, right there. No problem. Right there, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. That looks better as far as the green goes. So now let's touch a little bit of white on that rock up there. Just a little bit though. Let's get a little better edge. Probably this filbert's probably not the right answer to it. But let's get a little bit right there. And then we'll wipe our brush so it's kind of dry. Got my towel down there that sits on my easel. Yeah, we'll start down here. Pull it down just a little bit, a little something right there. A little washed out right there. A little something right there, like so. Maybe a little something down there, like that. Got a little bit too much of a. Grab just a touch of dark right there. Just go just a little bit. The dark is a mixture of Mars Black, Phthalo Blue, and Burnt Umber with a little bit of Alizarin Crimson in it, just for shadowing a little bit. Is that better? Maybe I should add a little bit of that greenery back in there on the top. Just a tiny bit, maybe. Oh, well, gotta get a little heavier color than that. So, we're just touching up some paintings today, in case you guys got here late and missed it. Just seeing what we can do to make paintings that we've painted before that we're unhappy with feel better to us. Because really it's about what our opinion of our artwork is. You know, yeah, it's nice to impress other people. It's great. You know, we all love it. But reality is we have to please ourselves first. I'm thinking that's not terrible. I'm thinking that's okay. I can live with this. Maybe a little bit darker green right here. In this gray spot. Pull that down. Oh, I'm freaking out. There. Alright. I think that one is not terrible. I think I can live with that one. Although I do see something that I didn't see before. Maybe we need to touch it just a tiny bit. A little bit of a lighter color, something maybe a super light purple. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with a little bit of a purple. Just so people know that this is here. Just kind of stark white line right there. It's a little bit heavy for me. Yeah, that's better. Now people know that that fence post is sitting there. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not terrible. Side. Okay, let's peel that tape off the bottom and take a peek what the bottom looks like. Probably gonna save this piece of tape because I can reuse it in a minute. I'm okay with that one. I think we're good with this one. Came out pretty good, I guess. Trees are much better colored. They've got some green life to them. Next. Yep. What do we want to do next? Let's see. We've been using green, so let's see if we can. That one I'm unsure about. This one I just painted a little while ago. Yeah, this is one of the ones that Anthony and I were chatting about that I kind of messed up the edge on a little bit because I pulled the tape in the wrong way. Let's put that sticker up there so you can stop bothering you guys. I think all my trees are kind of the same color, which, I mean, they're pretty not terrible. Not sure if it should be a little darker in here, but I mean, I like the colors of this one. The problem is I think my tree is just boring a little bit. I don't know. I was told this one looked a little off and I wasn't sure. Maybe it's my water line. You think I should add brighter grass out here because it's kind of hanging out all by itself, but it is under the tree. Let's definitely add some highlights to that tree though. We're gonna make that tree come alive right now. You guys are all going, oh no, don't put that paint on there. We know what paint you're gonna use. Yeah, you probably do. I'm thinking you guys are probably right that I'm gonna use this paint. But we're not gonna use that huge paintbrush though, because tree needs to be a little more bushy. Yeah, kind of thinking that's the direction I need to head in. Gotta find the right paintbrush though. Yeah, that one right there. That's the critter. So we're gonna go with sap green mixed in with a little English ivy. English ivy. Let's go ahead and protect it. Now this is super low tack tape. I mean super low tack. So let's go ahead and put our little tiny spots in here that we're happy with. I use this little tiny brush because I can control the tip better and I can control the arc and everything else. You can go ahead and break out the huge paintbrushes, but And if you're the great one, Mr. Ross, you can or could just slap it in there with a fan brush, but I do not paint the same way. I am not a aficionado of his style of painting. I can do parts of it, but I paint me, you know. If you want to learn a simple way how to do a tree, I'll show you how to do a tree. That's not going to take you 6 years to figure out how to get the technique right. Because I've painted hundreds of paintings and I cannot manage to get that fan brush to do what he does. But then again, I don't use the same style of paint. He used from what I read and what I watched and stuff, he used a super thick body paint. That stuff is like Play-Doh almost. Can you guys hear my heater going? A little clickly clickly sound in the background. All the way up to here. So you're making, let me make it a little bit, a little wider, but a little taller. You think that would work? Excuse me. All right. Yeah. Why not? I'm game. I listen. The lower branches out. Oh, you're talking. Go this way with it. Okay. All right. Let me get this side done because I've got this color on here, so. Let's finish up with this color so I can put the darker color on the other side. Got some light. Pretty good at listening, In case people are just watching and don't have the chat turned on, in my chat is Chrissy from Chrissy Canvas Art, and I follow her pretty religiously, and she is one of the people that I go to when I have questions about pieces that just aren't quite what I think they should look like. Her and Anthony, and I used to spend a lot of time talking with Ian, but he's got a lot of subscribers now, and he doesn't get much time to chat anymore. He's a pretty busy guy at this time of year. That should have been darker, not lighter. I messed up already. Oh, blue. Where'd that come from? Oh, come on. Yeah, he's terribly busy. I actually messaged him last night about I used to be able to share my YouTube channel on the art page, and he would like me not to do that anymore. So we will stop doing it. He doesn't want links in there. So I understand and request. I will abide for whatever he wants. It's his page, it's his stuff. Alright, so we got that pretty light. I think I got a little bushier. Bring it out just a touch more color wise though. A few spots. I don't know. I don't know why. I just asked, of course, you know me, I'm a very polite person, probably too extreme, and I just ask before I do things, and he preferred that we don't do that, so said I can post as many paintings and photographs as I like, as long as I put my photographs in the appropriate location, which is an album. No, that's cool, I share photographs just so people can get ideas of what to paint. Um, yeah, that side's looking okay. But I guess he doesn't want me to post links, so I won't. Which is cool. It's his stuff. So I'm gonna add just a touch of trying to figure this out. I don't know if I want to go with a purple blue. I mean a purple green. Yeah, let's go with a purple green. I don't want to put black in there. So let's see what a purple green does. Yeah, that's a good color. That's a good color, yeah. Nice and dark like that. Don't want to go too much out there. It's an interesting color though. I like it. Never would have thought of adding alizarin crimson to a green, but I just figured I'd give it a shot because I'm just working on my own stuff and I like the color. Yep, I'm going to be posting all of these paintings that I paint on YouTube. I'll show them to you in just a couple minutes. So I'm going to have to let some paint dry for a second, so we'll share some artwork. So the people here will be able to see what's coming up for sale. I'm sorry for selling stuff. It's not it's not what I really want to do, but I don't really have a choice anymore. I don't. I wish I could get away with not doing it, but I gotta survive, so. And right now, all I think I can do is paint. I wish I could do more. I can take pictures. I'm actually. I'll ask you guys. You guys are here, and you guys are. If you're subscribers, then you're kind of fans of mine. What do you guys think about me putting out a calendar with photographs? You know, not my paintings, but with maybe the flowers that I do. Hi, Anthony. You're working today. Naughty word, isn't it? Yeah, I'm about to go back to work. Yeah, I have thousands upon thousands of photographs of flowers and different times of seasons that they come in, so I could actually do them. You know, like poinsettias and stuff like that for December. Whereas an English friend of mine who's from Manchester says was a pro skateboarder. Yeah, poinsettias. He's too funny. He's a great guy though. We used to skateboard a bunch together. He was actually my business partner when I did custom skateboards. So, Chrissy, does that look better? Does that look more like what a tree should look like instead of just a spriggy little doohickey thingy majobby? I'm thinking that's better. Anthony, while you're sitting here, have you talked to Ian at all? Ian Harris? About no longer sharing links on his page? Or maybe it could be just me though. Let's darken that up just a little bit. Let's change the color. Put some darks in there. I probably pissed him off. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I did manage to irritate a few of his admins, but a while back. But people were sharing all kinds of these advertising things about go to this place to buy this, and go to this place and this place, and putting coupons on his page and stuff like that. And when originally the page was created, that stuff was point blank said, "Don't do it. Don't put it there." And I just happened to be on and caught it and said something, and was basically told it's not my job to do that. So I just mentioned it to an admin. I didn't say it to anybody else. I still love this page. I still love the people there. I think Summer over there is terrible for him, though. I think he's straight out busy as hell. Oh, wait. I can't say how, can I? Will I get in trouble for how? been here since so you were one of the 3 people that cranked out here when I first came on? Hey, I see that Maria painted your covered bridge. Well, that would be cool to have somebody paint one of my paintings. That'd be kind of a big thing. When just a minute, guys. I gotta turn my heat back on. Oh, that hurts. All right. So pull the tape off and take a peek at it. Let's see if that looks any better. You know, you drink too much water when you buy in the gallon jug size. It's actually 3 quarts, not a gallon. Anyway, so this one's pretty good. We'll leave that one. I don't mind the water so much. I like the purple. I think the tree's way better, bigger. Definitely looks fuller. Birds are good. Mountain's good. I think this one's good. You guys think this one's okay? Sellable? Not sellable? I'm going to ask you guys' opinion. You guys are professionals. I'm just a mechanic that likes to paint. I'm not saying right this minute it's sellable, but I'm saying eventually, maybe. Like I can recoup the cost of the piece of paper. You guys aren't going to answer me, are you? That's not nice. Yeah, she did a beautiful job. I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful painting. I thought it came out really, really nice. So I gotta let this. I got 6 more to go, and well, let's do a quick one so it's easier. But I do have 5 or 6 more paintings to fix. But this was brought to my attention that my circle was completely off. That I should have done more of a circle and less of a oblong egg. So I don't have to worry about the bottom quite as much. Because I'm not going to hit it. I'm not going to hit the top. But I definitely got to put some tape on the sides. So let's tape up this side. And this was just something that came into my head one day when I was sitting there. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to try painting one of these. And I think it came out okay. I like the colors in it. It's pretty wild. I think it's going to sit nicely in a frame. Gotta be careful up here because I'm going to hit that white. I think it'll fit most room colors as far as that goes. That's one of the problems I have with selling artwork is because I take pictures lots. I tend to look at things like, you know, what room would you put this in? What color would this room be that you want to put this in? Would anybody ever have that color of room? You know, my brain starts going in that direction, and it's it's terrible because sometimes it's best just to paint the painting and enjoy it and not worry about, you know, is this color, is this paint going to match somebody's decor? Unless you're painting for them. But, yeah, would you like me to tell you how I, then we'll let this dry and then I'll show you some art. I actually drew this circle with the microwave oven. Whoa, you're gonna hit the bottom. You're gonna hit raw. Shoot. Better safe than crying. The microwave oven little cover that you put on your food in the microwave to keep it from spitting all over the place. They're plastic usually. That's what I drew that with. They're nice big circles. Most of them take a 12-inch plate. So that's what we used. Find what's available to you where you are. I had somebody tell me once that there's no way they were ever going to paint a moon because they didn't have a circle to paint the moon with. I was like, all right. And they said, yeah, I don't have a compass. I don't have any of that stuff. And I said, well, what do you paint on? And they said, well, I like you, I paint on watercolor paper. I said, well, how do you attach it to your board? And they're like, oh, I just use masking tape. I said, you mean this circular masking tape with this big, beautiful circle in the middle of it? I wasn't trying to be a jerk about it, but they were like, click. Oh, look at that. They had an instant template for a beautiful sized moon on a painting they were doing. It's like, don't look at things as what they are. Look at them as possibilities. What can I do with it? How can I make what I have around me work, basically? It doesn't have to be, your art supplies doesn't have to be hundreds of thousands of dollars to make art. I mean, we all wish we could go to Goldman or Atelier or one of those companies or Grumbacher and just walk through their warehouse and say, okay, I want one of those. That would be wonderful. Not going to happen to 99.9% of us. But we always can make do with what we have. It's there, you just have to look at it. Boy, I'm preaching today, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be. It's just the mood I'm in, I suppose. Alright, let's peel the bottom off there. Turn the tape. And no, Anthony, I don't have this tape stuck hard, so that's why I'm not overly concerned about it peeling. It's just barely, and I just stuck my finger right in my paint. And I'm going to let the bottom dry before I paint the top. Because if I don't, I'll put my hand in it. And I will have a problem. So give me 1 second and I will show you what I intend to sell. Or at least most of it, anyway. Okay. Let's rinse this paintbrush real quick so we don't leave it sitting in the water the whole time. Let's do a little preview and then we'll paint that top, and I probably can let you guys go before I drive you crazy. Now all these will be varnished. All these will be, I like to say they're all, some of them are going to be backed because they will be. But some of these are painted on poster, heavy duty poster board. I like that one. And of course, first did that, but you didn't leave yourself any place to do anything. That one. And I'm not sure if these are. And my cat, which is now a squirrel, which, okay, it's whatever it wants to be. What's a butcher's? Oh, I don't understand what a butcher's is. I'm sorry. Frying pan on top of a pencil will solve that issue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got that. You know how many? Matter of fact, I think I even have one sitting down here. I've got a couple pan lids from old pans that I bought actually at garage sales. I use this a lot. I build wooden wagons, as you know, little small ones, like that one up there. And this is one of the wheels I bought, but boy, does that thing make beautiful size little. You can hold it, get your hands around it, you know. You can decide if you want to paint half of it or all of it. It's up to you. But anyway, it's almost dry. That one, I don't know if you guys can see. I guess I gotta move them down a little bit. I'll save that one for later. It's thing for a look at. Oh, okay. That one. Geez, Bruce. Put them right on the bottom. If I'm going too fast, tell me. That one, which my wife actually likes. That one's actually a beautiful painting. And that one is not signed. I must have signed on the tape and then pulled it off. So yeah, some of these I'm going to have to go back through and sign. This one. And if you guys see some that you don't think I should be partying with because they're, well, let me know. That one. This is actually one that I actually like. The next couple I like. I like this one. And these are 90, actually just about 100% of paintings that I'm selling are going to be on watercolor paper. I have 3 that are on lighter watercolor paper, which is like the next one. But the funny thing is, this happens to be one of my better paintings. This one's actually won an award. So, you know, we're showing paintings that I'm selling now. So, this one, which I think I have to work on the trees a little bit. So I might just, you know what, let's put that in the work on it pile, because that one I don't want to sell because that one's on my list of things I don't care for. This one's already been clear coated. That one I like. I like how this tree came out. I wish I could paint some more of those trees. I think I might actually sometime soon. I think Anthony helped me with this tree. I have so many. Ooh, yeah, to say the least. That one's just, I just wanted to show you guys this one. This is one I painted a while ago. This is just on paper. This was painted quite a while ago. This one's actually probably not for sale because it's just, I think it's 98-pound watercolor paper. But this is one of the ones I did that this is heavy acrylic. This is heavy acrylic, and the rest of this is all acrylic and watercolor form. I actually was going to show Ian this painting because he asked me if I did any of them. Okay, put that on the side. And I'll show you guys a couple more, and then I'll get back to my painting because it's almost dry. I'm going to sell this one because my friend Christy said I could. That one. That was pretty cool. This one which very few people have seen. Posted a long time ago. This is one I did on black poster board. You think I should do the barn again? Okay, and I got this one. No. But you know what? I'm going to leave this on the back because this painting's probably going to be sent out someplace. I think I know where it's going. And I don't think I'm going to charge a person for it. I think that person's going to get a free painting. And I think she knows who she is. And then this one. Oh, I'm not sure you guys have ever seen this one. Actually. This is a painting of a place called Ethan Allen, Fort Ethan Allen in Colchester, Vermont. This is where the Buffalo Soldiers trained. So this tower was erected by them, and they did training here, forever ago when they first were created. So that's what this one is. And then I just finished up this one the other day. Got it working, kind of got it, so I'm happy with it now. And then, not that one. And then I got one more. Wish I was. Yeah, put that one over there. I got two actually. Then I'll go back to my painting. That one. And this one. And that'll be it. And that's right. I'm not sure if this one's in the league of selling or not, but I wanted to show you guys that I do occasionally dabble in. Oh, I gotta work on this one, but I can't even put that where you guys can see it with that hand. But anyway, I do a lot of trees. This is an oil painting on watercolor paper. This is the second oil painting I've ever done. The weird thing is, I don't think I let it dry long enough before I wiped it down. But it kind of turned everything looking blue. So, anyway, so there we go. That's what's going on. The rest of these are... Yeah, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for the, hour it took for that stuff to set up. So, should have more stuff done now. Let's get back to this painting before I bore you guys to death and have you all take off on me. Besides that, I probably should. I'm so busy today. I think I have to, let's see, at 10 o'clock I have to watch TV. And then at 10:30 I have to watch TV. And then probably at 11 o'clock I'll watch TV. Oh wait, it's 10:30 now. 10:20. Alright, so I missed the watch TV part first thing in the morning. But I did watch some videos. You guys know that my TV watching consists of watching YouTube on my television. I've almost caught up with all Chrissy's videos. I have watched all but one of Anthony's. Right now I'm starting on Ian Jackson's. Last night I watched one on how to draw. I think it was a tiger he was drawing. How to take a picture and start drawing it for a painting. Well, come on, it's on my television. Doesn't that count? You notice I'm not as shaky today. The new meds have kicked in a little bit, and I think they're working a little bit. They do make me a bit sick, but I guess I gotta give one for the other. Come on, get in there. I messed up just a tiny bit right there, but you know what? It's a piece of art. We can't be perfect. Well, we can be, but that's usually containing electronic devices. And according to my wife, being a woman, I'm a man, so it's just impossible for me to be perfect. At least that's what I've told. Laugh it up, you. So I will varnish all these. I'm unsure about backing them with anything other than maybe. Oh man, I have to fix that. But a little poster board. It's a little bit off, but I'm okay with it. So that's what that one looks like. Came out pretty cool. I like the look of it. Oh yeah, that was great, wasn't it? That was a great time. Man, I don't know what happened to your system yesterday with online, but I got so lost in there, and the watch party thing. Whew, I had to I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move because somebody would want to come in, and I didn't catch them at first, and then I'd see them, and then I'd go back and try to find them, and then uh, and I crashed my phone just like 3 minutes before the end of your painting. My phone went dead, and it kicked Haswina off before she could see the end of it. Um, and I felt so bad, but there was nothing I could do. You know, I wasn't near my cord to plug it in. Yeah, I knew it was Facebook because they were being stupid on everything. But it's like, oh man. And I said, yeah, I'm sorry. It got kicked off. She's like, yeah, it was really close to the end. It made me feel like crap. But I'm sorry. Nothing I could do. Can't control when telephones decide they want to go dead. I told her, I said, I got 2% left. I got 1% left. I got no percent left. And we were still there, and it was still going. And I was like, okay, maybe it's going to make it. And then Anthony had that shadow or something. And I went, no. And then it went clunk. And then I went on his page and clicked on the link and didn't open it all the way, but I could still see him. And I was able to chat with him for a second. It's like, wow. But I made the whole time. I got to watch the whole thing, and it was great. It was a beautiful horse. My granddaughter loved Anthony. She comes out from nap, and she's like, "Is that a painting?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, I just swear." She's like, "That big horsey." I said, "Yeah, it's a big horsey." She goes, "Who painting?" I said, "That's Anthony Gray." She goes, "Oh, Mr. Gray." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Mr. Gray, nice." She goes, "Where Miss Chrissy?" I said, "She's talking." She's like, "Oh, well, Mr. Gray person, he's really nice too." I was like, okay. But it was so cute. She told me to say hi to you. But she loves watching you guys paint. She thinks it's neat that Grandpa knows people that paint on computer. Yeah, she's been taught very, very well to be very, very polite. And it's not by obviously not by abuse or anything like that. She just was taught from day one that you're much more productive being polite in life than you are to be rude to people, and that's all you got to do. All right, I've pretty much. I mean, I've got a few more to go, guys, but I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me fix paintings all day. Um, I mean, I can. And unless you guys want me to paint something new, I'm open to a suggestion if you guys got a little time to kill and you just want to chat for a few minutes while I'm sitting here. If you guys want me to throw something on a piece of watercolor paper, we can give it a shot. I'm open to it. I've got 30 minutes left. Ooh, 30 minutes, another 30-minute painting. Now there's a challenge. Can I do two 30-minute paintings and make them look respectable in 30 minutes again? Because that idea was out of my head. You know what? Let's go. Why not? Let's see what happens. Let's grab a piece of. That paper's heavy. This stuff is. Yeah. This is the same company that Anthony has. But that's the only difference is this is 140 pound 9 by 12. He gets a little bit bigger paper than I do, and I use a watercolor. My store near me does not carry the cut it out. Does not carry the canvas. I'd have to order it. The canvas paper. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can throw something up here. You did. A hummingbird on a rose. Yeah, you don't ever think I'm going to paint. Yeah, your hummingbird was awesome, man. And I love the butterfly one. The butterfly one was just... That was right after I had taken the butterflies at the wedding that my son went to near the lake in it's called Button Bay. It's like in the middle of the state, right on Lake Champlain. And they had this row of flowers that was just covered in monarch butterflies. I mean, must have been 100 of them there. So luckily I had brought my camera with me, and I just started snapping, and I probably took 200 pictures of butterflies, and I had probably 10 that I liked. So, but that's what I do. I'll just snap pictures until I can pull one out that I like. All right. You would love to get 140-pound paper like that? Yeah, I bought it at Walmart. Yeah. It's a nice little stuff. And it was, like you said, the stuff's so reasonably cheap. I mean, I can't afford to buy it at Michael's. It's 3 times the amount of money. And I love Michael's, but... All right. So let's see. I'm doing 3 colors. 3 colors. Hillside, 3 colors. I've got green. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Just for you guys, I'm going to take what's left of this cruddy old paint. I'm going to toss it in the garbage real quick. I'll grab a new piece of wax paper just so you guys know I'm not cheating. And I use wax paper in this thing just because it saves me having to spend 6 years cleaning it. Yeah, well, you're not going to find 300-pound paper here much. So let's grab some, you know what? Let's grab some Mars Black. Just because I know what I can do with that color. Let's go ahead and grab a Cad Yellow. I know what I can do with that color. And I know I can lighten with that. I can darken with that. And I can turn stuff that color if I throw a little bit of... Let's go with an alizarin crimson. Let's go with the red. Let's go with it right now. Let's go with a darker red. And no white. Not a touch of white. So it ought to be interesting. Alright. Let's see what we can do in 30 minutes. Let's see what we can do in 28 minutes. Let's start out with some yellow. Let's go ahead and put some yellow up here. And this is going to be fairly quick, guys. I'm sorry if I paint too fast. Putting some water in the yellow. Get bright, dark yellow over here. Let's just get a little bit more water. You know what? We probably should get some clean water because that's kind of a green water and I don't want to cheat. It's going to take a couple seconds. Look at that. Wasted a couple seconds on that. This is just clean water now. Let's go ahead and get it light. A little bit more yellow to it. take some water, clean off the brush, get some more water. Let's use that paper to our advantage. And I'm just kind of keeping the curve going. We got a little something right there. I'll add just a touch of red. Add it to a little bit of the yellow. Got a little water in that. Touch more yellow. Touch more yellow. I need a little bit brighter than that. A little more orangey. A little softer. Yep. Let's put that brush down. Let's get a little bit of the red. Let's check. Yep. Okay. Let's go ahead and put a few little. Let's get some water. I don't know what we're going to go with this, but we'll get there. Sorry, I can't see you guys chatting right now. It's one of the downfalls of trying to paint so quickly is I'm not going to sit here and I can't watch you guys chat, unfortunately. All right, let's add some more orange, a little red. Let's go with right here. Let's go ahead and put that down right there. Get some more water, a little thinner. Touch of red. And I'm just going back and forth and lifting a little bit when I do it. So a little bit more yellow right here. A little bit of water, a little more yellow. Let's get a bunch more yellow. Okay. Yellow right here. So I can get a little bit of the white to come through, but still placing yellow. You gotta be careful rubbing your watercolor paper too much, though, because you will put a hole through it if you play with it too hard with water. And we'll go ahead and get that to go in a happy world. Let's go grab some yellow. Let's grab a little bit more red this time. Put the red down here. All right. Let's grab the Mars Black. More yellow, more yellow. Let's go ahead and put one right here. Let's grab a bunch more yellow. Turn that really, really, really strange green. Let's grab a little dark right there. Let's grab some dirty paint, dirty water. Just a touch yellow in it. Get this all sealed up so it's all covered in paint. I don't know what time it is. 41. Yeah, we'll be alright. We've got plenty of time. Lots of time. Lots and lots of time. Let's grab a different brush. It's a little heavier one. Let's get the water on it. Touch of yellow. Let's grab a touch of red. Clean that brush off real quick. Because it's so thin, you can't let it sit too long. Let's grab a touch of yellow, bright yellow. So a little bit of yellow right in here. A little bit of red again. Wipe that brush. grab a little bit of dark. It's a little harder with this paintbrush, but I'm boring you guys. Okay, yeah. I think I pretty much burned up my time almost anyway. So just figured I'd give it a shot and try something in a watercolor-esque. But thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you spending time with me today. Just thought I'd give a little bit of a. I know I can definitely do a whole thing on depth and all that stuff, but let's add a little bit more red right here. Yeah, right here. Grab a little script liner, a little tiny brush. Grab some black. Just a touch of red in there, just a little bit, just to change color a little bit. It's actually Mars black, so it's going to turn it kind of purple. one there. Now I'm going to try my 2-second thought of, let's see if I can do this. I don't know, Anthony. And I've been watching. I don't really have the right colors here, but see if I can get it right, bud. Okay. I got work to do with these. That way. That's for sure. I'm trying to learn. I'll grab a little darker red. Thank you. That was my yard. Yeah. I like doing. Actually, I put my phone in food mode, which allows you to do micro zoom, close up stuff. And it's fun to do. Yeah, I think I need. Boy, I wish I could get those leaves better, but I really do, man. I've been practicing. I've probably done about 50 of them, but I just can't seem to get that pattern down. I'm using a really small, flat, a tiny, tiny one, but let's go ahead and try another one. Okay. Big. In. I think I'm going the wrong way. That's what's going on right now. Is I need to be pulling this way. That's what I did wrong. I started out going the wrong way. So let's go ahead and do that. In. I'll grab a little bit of yellow. Add it to my orange. And start down toward middle. And I don't know. All right, guys, I guess I'm going to call it quits. All right, that hurt. So, I guess we'll just snap the paintbrush I was using because I was pushing it too hard. I'm running out of paintbrushes, man. I'm going to be painting with Q-tips pretty soon. That's right, I'm going. Yeah, I've only got 4 minutes left, but I have to grab another paintbrush real quick. 4 minutes and then I'm out of time. promised I wouldn't paint too long today, so look, I've broken out of papers, and I'm gonna be. My next painting I'll be painting with a feather because, well, I can get those out of my pillow. It'll be taped to a chopstick because I can get those free at the place. Sorry, I don't mean to be complaining. I have another set. I'm afraid to use it because if I break it, it's all I got left. Has it been that long? Oh, I am so sorry. Holy cow. I'm sorry, Chrissy. I didn't even notice. I apologize. I'm never 2 hours long. I've been watching Anthony too much. I love watching him paint. Yeah, you guys have affected me. See, I used to paint strictly an hour. All right, well, this is my quickie, less than 30-minute painting. Been sitting here for 2 hours. Of course, you guys got to see some artwork. Got to see me repair a couple pieces. This tape I don't have to worry about it sticking too much because this stuff is super, super delicate tape. But it actually is almost too delicate because it's almost not sticky enough. But anyway, that's my 28-minute painting. Let's get it off there so you guys can see it. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for sharing some time with me. I'll be here all day. That's what kind of looks like something a grade school kid will do, but it's very thin watercolor type acrylic. I like the colors. I really like the colors. And I'm going to work on those leaves a lot more. But thank you guys for coming. I may paint tomorrow, but yeah, I stuck my sleeve in. Great. Thank you all. And enjoy your Twinkies. I will. Actually, I probably won't be able to eat them. But in case anybody wants to know, my blood sugar level is only 92, even with all the Twinkies I eat. So I tested it yesterday. Matter of fact, my finger still hurts. But see what I mean about burning sugar. I just eat it, blows through my body. But anyway, thank you guys. Enjoy. And as always, enjoy life. You never know. See you guys soon. Bye.